which is Merrick's multiple piece rate system. We studied that Taylor's differential piece rate system has a very major drawback, that it is very severe in its punishment, paying low amount to the workers who are performing at a low rate system. This kind of demerit has been removed under Merrick's multiple piece rate system. This system moderates the severity of punishment for small fall in efficiency. Under this method, workers are paid according to three piece rates which is based on their efficiency. In this method, workers are paid according to three piece rates which is based on their percentage of efficiency, and which is the percentage of efficiency is like this: up to 83% efficiency, normal rate is applicable. Between 83% 100% of efficiency, 110% of normal rate is allowed, and above 100% efficiency 120% of normal rate is allowed. Now we will understand this concept with the help of a numerical. The question says compute the earnings of three workers A, B and C under Merrick's multiple piece rate system from the following information. Standard production per hour 10 units, normal wage rate per hour rupees 10, output of workers on a day of 8 hours are as below. Worker A 60 units, worker B 70 units, worker C 85 units. Now, before calculating the earnings of a worker, first we need to do certain basic calculations. First, we will identify normal piece rate. Now, for calculating normal piece rate, which is calculated as follows. Normal piece rate, formula for calculating normal piece rate is normal wages per hour, normal wages per hour divided by standard production per hour. Normal wages, which are given in the question at the rate of rupees 10, standard production per hour, which is given at the rate of rupees 10 per unit. After dividing this, we will get the normal piece rate system, which is rupees 1. Now, what will be the standard output per day? Standard output per day. Standard output per day is, we know standard production per hour is 10 units, and we know workers are working as 8 hours per day. So it will be 10 units into 8, which will give us 80 units. So 80 units are the standard output per day against which the performance of the various workers will be calculated and their normal and their efficiency will be decided. Now, percent of efficiency of workers. What will be the percentage of efficiency of workers? Percentage of efficiency of workers. Percentage of efficiency of workers is calculated by dividing actual output by standard output. Actual output divided by standard output into 100. And we will calculate this percentage of efficiency of workers of different workers A, B and C. Worker A, which is worker A actual output is 60, which will be divided by standard output, that is 80, multiplied by 100. and it will give the efficiency of worker A, which is 75%. 75%. Next is worker B. Worker B, 70 by 80. 70 is the actual output and standard output is 80 multiplied by 100. Multiplied by 100, which will give us a value of 87.5%. 87.5%. Next is worker C. Worker C, actual output is 85 divided by 80 multiplied by 100, which will give you the value of 106.25%. So before going into the calculation of earnings of workers, we need to do these basic calculation. Our next step is the computation of earnings of workers. Computation of earnings of workers. Now for calculating computation of earnings of workers, for worker A, we have been given in the question, we have calculated in the question that his efficiency is 75%. That is below 83% standard. You can see this is the general chart we have to follow, that up to 83% efficiency normal rate is applicable. So we can easily say if it is 75%, so it will fall under the category of below 83% and normal rates will be applicable. So his percentage of efficiency is below 83% of standard. Worker A, (83% of standard), so he will be paid at normal piece rate. Normal piece rate. So his earnings will be output into normal piece rate. Output is 60. Output multiplied by normal piece rate. So his output is 60 and his normal piece rate is 1. Rupees 1. So he will get only 60 rupees. Next is worker B. Worker B. Worker B. Worker B his percentage of efficiency is between 83% and 100% of standard. 100% of standard. So he will be paid at 110% of normal piece rate. He will be paid at 110% of normal piece rate. It will be earning is equal to into normal piece rate into 110%. So his earnings will be output into normal piece rate into 110 divided by 100. So his output is 70 units. 70 units. Normal piece rate is 1 and into 110 divided by 100. So it will give you rupees 77. Next is worker C. Now efficiency of worker C is above 100%. His percentage of efficiency is above 100% of standard. Is above 100% of standard. He will be paid at 120% of normal piece rate. Therefore, he will be paid at 120% of normal piece rate. Normal piece rate. So his earnings will be output into normal piece rate into 120 divided by 100. Earnings will be output into normal piece rate into 120 divided by 100. So output is 85 into 1 into 120 divided by 100. It will give you rupees 102. 102. So this is how we follow the Merrick's differential piece rate system, multiple piece rate system. where it is not being differentiated between a low piece rate system or high piece rate system. Even the person having low efficiency is paid at a normal price, which is not done in Taylor's differential piece rate system. I again brief up the question for your sake. Normal piece rate before calculating the earnings of a workers under Merrick's multiple piece rate system, we need to do certain basic calculations. Certain basic calculations like normal piece rate, that which is calculated by dividing normal wages per hour by standard production per hour. So here per hour is missing. You can write yourself normal wages per hour divided by standard production per hour. We have been given in the question normal wages per hour rupees 10 and standard production per hour is again rupees 10. So sorry, 10 units. So normal piece rate will be rupees 1. Standard output per day is calculated by standard production per hour multiplied by number of hours a worker is working. So it will be 10 into 8 will give you 80 units. Now for calculating the earnings of a worker based on Merrick's multiple piece rate system, we need to calculate the percent of efficiency of workers. Percent of efficiency of workers is calculated by dividing actual output by standard output multiplied by 100. Worker A 60 divided by 80 into 100 will give you 75% of efficiency. Worker B 70 divided by 80 into 100 will give you 87% of efficiency. Similarly, worker C 85 by 80 into 100 will give you 106% of efficiency. Now we have calculated the percentage of efficiency, that is, and now we will compare this percentage of efficiency according to the benchmark given by the Merrick. Up to 83%, if the worker is efficient up to 83%, he will be paid at normal rate. If its efficiency falls between 83% to 100%, he will be paid 110% of normal rate. And if his efficiency is above 100%, he will be paid at 120% of normal rate. So let's check out here. Worker A, his percentage of efficiency is below 83%. So as per Merrick, normal rate. Simply, his output is 60 multiplied by normal piece rate, which will give you rupees 60. Next is worker B efficiency is 87%. So as per Merrick, he will be paid 110% of normal rate. So worker B, his percentage of efficiency is between 83 and 100%. He will be paid 110% of normal rate. We will again input the formula output into normal piece rate into 110 divided by 100. 70 into 1 into 110 divided by 100, which will give you rupees 77. Next is worker C, his percentage of efficiency is 100%, and when the worker is going for above 100% efficiency, he will be paid 120% of normal rate. So he will be paid 120% of normal rate, earning output into normal piece rate into 120 by 100. So 85 into 1 into 120 by 100 will give you 102%. So in this system, we see that there is no severe punishment given to the worker who are underperforming, but they are being paid even at a normal rate, which is not done in case of Taylor's differential piece rate system. So this was all about Merrick's multiple piece rate system. Now moving further, incentive and bonus plan. Incentive and bonus plan under time rate system, all workers are paid alike irrespective of their individual effort. This we have already studied. There is no incentive for high performers and hard workers in case of time rate system. But under piece rate system, workers are paid for their effort, but there is no guarantee of minimum wages. So incentive and bonus plan, it you can say it is a combination of time rate system and piece rate system. Under this system, standard time to complete a task or job is fixed. The standard time is the time a worker of ordinary skill will take to complete a job, which is fixed under time and motion study. All workers are paid for actual time taken to complete the task, and incentives of is given to workers who complete the job within the standard time. So in case of incentive and bonus plan, the actual time are paid for actual time, workers are paid for actual time taken for completing a particular job. But if they complete a job within the standard time before the actual time, so a certain type of incentive and bonus is given to the workers as a part of a reward system. Under this method, all workers are guaranteed time wages, and bonus is given to efficient workers, which was missing in other previous two incentive methods like time rate system and piece rate system. So according to this method, a good incentive wage payment system should have the following characteristics. The system should be simple and easy to understand. It should provide incentive for higher efficiency and hard work. It should guarantee a minimum wage which is required for a decent living or covering the cost of living. The system should be fully explained to workers and their cooperation is to be obtained. It should ensure quality of production, and the incentive should be introduced for indirect workers also. These are the certain characteristics of a good wage payment system which are present in incentive and bonus plan. Incentive and bonus plans are of three types. First is Halsey Premium Bonus Plan. In Halsey plan, the time wages are guaranteed even the output of a worker is below the standard. In case the worker completes the work in less than the standard production, then he or she will be paid according to actual time. That is time rate plus the bonus calculated at a specified percentage of saved time. Next is Halsey plan. Halsey, where a worker is entitled to bonus which is equal to his time wage instead of 50% in case of Halsey scheme. Thus, except the above, there is no difference between Halsey scheme and Halsey plan. In case of Halsey plan, the bonus is given according to 50% of time saved, but in case of Halsey premium, it is 30% of time saved. Otherwise, both systems are same. Next is Rowan plan is an incentive wage plan that was made by James Rowan. It is a bonus incentive plan. The total wage is equal to time taken into time rate plus time saved upon time allowed into time taken into time rate. So in this case, the bonus is planned up as per the time saved by the worker. Now, for better understanding of the system, we will understand these incentive and bonus plan scheme according to as per certain numerical. So, let us go through the question. The question says, in a week of 48 hours, a worker produced 160 articles. The estimated time to produce one article is 20 minutes, and under incentive schemes, time allowed is increased by 10%. Normal day rate wage is rupees 20 per hour. Calculate his earnings per hour under Rowan plan and Halsey plan. First of all, we will calculate his earnings under Rowan plan. First is Rowan plan. As per Rowan plan, first of all, we will do the basic calculation. We know estimated time per unit is given in the question is 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Next is we need to add 10% time for incentive scheme. 10% time for incentive scheme, which is 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So the standard time will be 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Now moving on further, we have calculated standard time. See, for calculating any kind of earnings in case of wage system, first we should assure what is our standard time. So in this case, our estimated time is given 20 minutes and we need to add 10% extra for incentive scheme, which is 2 minutes. So this is standard time, which is 22 minutes. Now standard time for actual output. Standard time for actual output. Standard time for actual output we need to calculate, which is 22 into, that is a standard time, into actual output divided by 60, that is 1 hour. So 22 multiplied by 160 again divided by 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. For getting the calculation on hourly basis, we will get 58.67 hours. Next is time taken. Time taken is 48 hours. We all know it is given in the question. In a week of 48 hours. 48 hours. Now, how much time has been saved? For calculating earnings according to Rowan plan, we need to have a figure of how much time has been saved. So 58.67 hours was the standard hours and the time taken was 48 hours. So naturally, we will deduct 48 from 58 to get the time saved. We need to have time saved because in case of Halsey plan, the bonus is calculated on the basis of time saved. We have now time saved. Next is time wages. Time wages. Time wages is equal to time taken multiplied by time rate. So it will give you time taken is 48. 48 multiplied by time rate, it is 20. It will give you 960. Figure of 960. Control shift, this is 960. Next is bonus. How bonus is calculated in case of Rowan plan? It will be TS, which stands for time taken, time saved, divided by ST, which is standard time, multiplied by time taken, again multiplied by time rate. And you will be arriving at a figure which is time saved, we all know it's 10.67 hours. 10.67 divided by time taken, we all know it is, we have already calculated in the question. Sorry, standard time. Standard time we have already calculated, it is 58.67. Then we will multiply it by time taken. We all know it's 48. Again multiplied by time rate, which is 20. After doing all this calculation, we will be getting a figure of rupees 174.59. So bonus will be the addition of both time wages plus bonus. These are your time wages 960 plus bonus 174. So total earnings of a worker, total earnings will be 960 plus 174, which will be give you 1134.59. So this is how we have calculated earnings of a worker as per Rowan plan. Next is your Halsey plan. We have to calculate the earnings of a worker according to Halsey plan. Halsey plan, first of all, we will calculate time wages. Real wages, we need to, minimum wages you can say, we need to pay to the worker. It is as simple as that. Time taken, into time rate, which is undoubtedly rupees 96, which we have calculated in previous session, in previous Rowan plan also. 960, sorry, it is not 96, it is 960.00. Next is bonus, we need to calculate. Bonus is equal to, we all know it is time saved into time rate into 50%. In Halsey plan, we take 50% of time rate to calculate the bonus which should be paid to worker in addition to his minimum wages, that is time wages. So time saved by workers we have already calculated is 10.67. Let's paste it over here. It is 10.67 hours. And then we will calculate, creating problem, let's type it like this. 10.67 hours multiplied by 20, that is time rate, multiplied by 1/2, that is 50% again, and it will give you a value of 106.70. So it will give you a total of earnings will be, total earnings will be 1066.70. So we have calculated earnings on the basis of two methods, that is Rowan plan and another one is Halsey plan. For your better understandings, let me write the abbreviation, full form of abbreviations. I have used TT, which stands for time taken, then ST, ST stands for time saved. Next is TR, which stands for time rate. Then sorry, it is time saved. It is not ST, it will be TS. Please rectify. TS is time saved. ST stands for standard time. I hope it makes sense. So I will brief up it again. We have to calculate earnings of a worker as per Roban plan and as per Halsey plan. Before calculation, we need to be clear. As Roban plan, we pay a bonus is paid as a percentage of time saved, and in case of Halsey plan, it is paid 50% of time saved. So first of all, we will do the basic calculation. Estimated time per unit, we all know it is given in the question. It is 20 minutes. Next is addition 10% time is required for incentive scheme. It is 2 minutes. Standard time comes out to be 22 minutes. That is 20 plus 2, it is 22 minutes. Means it is a standard time. It is a benchmark against which all the performance will be checked. Standard time for actual output is calculated by standard time into actual output divided by 60 minutes which will give you standard time. So standard time is standard time for actual output is 58.67 hours. Time taken is 48 hours. We have actually converted this figure into hours. Time taken is 48 hours and standard time was 58.67 hours. Time saved is 10.67 hours. We have calculated a standard time for actual output, which is necessary for arriving at more accurate figures. So this is our standard time for actual output. Time saved is 10.67 hours. Time wages means minimum wages the worker will be paid is time taken into time rate. Time taken is 48 into 20 rupees 960. Now the worker has saved 10.67 hours, so definitely he will be given bonus under Roban plan. The formula is time saved upon standard time into time taken into time rate. So time saved is 10.67, standard time is 58.67 hours into time taken 48 into time rate, which is rupees 20 per unit. So his bonus will be 1.174.59. So his total wages will be time wages plus bonus, which will give you 1134. Next is according to Halsey plan, we have been given time wages. We know it's time taken into time rate. Already we have calculated over here. So there's no change. It is rupees 960. And bonus will be time saved into time rate divided multiplied by 50%. 50% of time saved is a bonus which has been which calculated as per the rule of Halsey plan, which will give you 106 hours, 10.67 hours into 20 into 1 by 2, that is 50%, which will give you a figure of rupees 106. So total earnings will be 1066.7. So we can see under both system, first we will calculate time wages, which is same, and then the bonus on the basis of Roban plan is calculated, bonus on the basis of Halsey plan is calculated, and then both are added in a time wages. So this is how, and this is the abbreviation. Time taken is TT is equal to time taken, time saved, time rate, and standard. So I hope by now you must